Hello, Purposeful Family. Welcome to Fellowship Friday. It's Friday. We have gone through this week. Yes! Thank you all so much for tuning in. Okay, so this is day 3. This is the final installment of Do You Keep Going in the Wrong Direction? On Wednesday, we talked about our preparation and also what we do as far as our setup in the morning. How do we line everything up? That is what we discussed on Wednesday. And if you have not watched that, I will have it linked here and below. Please check that video out and come on back and watch this one. Yes, so if you are new here, hello, my name is Torrie, and I am the founder of OurGivenPurpose.com, which is a faith-based Christian website. On it, you will find Bible study, devotionals, free ebooks, faith-related articles, the links to the podcast, social media, merchandise, and photography. I am really just sharing my story as a woman of faith. Okay, but let's get into today's video. So just like the other example, just like Wednesday, Wisdom and Purpose Wednesday, now we're going to actually play this game, okay? We're going to attempt building a better day. Maybe that's what we need to do. Figure out where we need to adjust. What if we have gone the wrong way? Where do we need to correct it? What were our mistakes? What were our errors? What do we need to say, you know what? I might need to apologize to this person. I may need to go back and redo something. I may need to take a minute. If I'm getting frustrated, maybe I've come across some disorganization and I need to just take 10 minutes and organize my desk, organize my schoolwork, organize my planner, and have everything laid out so that I am prepared and I do have enough time for my day and I do have enough time to give God praise, worship, thanksgiving at the beginning, and I'm able to continue to build on that as the day goes forward. Depending on your family or friends or whomever you're playing games with, the rules can change, right? Everything is up for grabs. So just like when we're playing spades or Monopoly or Uno, unless you have the written directions there and the people who are playing with you are willing to adhere to those directions, it's up for grabs. Jenga is one of those games for us as a family where sometimes when we're like really serious and we want to like a legit win, we want to know that we won because of our own strategic planning and we just did the best, and it's nothing, you can't make an excuse for it. You can't say, well, we played by your rules, so that's why you won. Okay, have y'all ever been there? Okay, so Jenga is one of those games. Now the setup, we try to make it as level as possible. Now one of the rules that I think gets changed somewhere in the middle of the game is how many of the blocks you can actually touch before pulling one out. Okay, if you want to Google that, be my guest. I believe once you touch it, you have to move it, okay? And one of the things, if you've ever played this game, you know that sometimes you can tell by looking, sometimes you actually do have to touch it to see if it's going to be easily movable. Ooh. So if I was to touch this block and I'm like, oh, thank goodness, it is movable and I can just easily, I'm hoping the camera's picking this up, easily pull this out and place it on the top. Yes, for the win. Okay, really didn't win. That's obviously just one turn. But then there's sometimes you can hit things and it's like, oh shoot, no, this thing is not moving. Like I'm tapping it with my finger and the whole thing is moving. So that means I'm gonna have to go about it in another way. That means that because I've touched this one and family, friends, or whoever is watching, they know that that's the block that you touched, and they're like, no, you can't move on to another one. You need to figure out how to move this. Such as life. Sometimes we don't get a choice to move to something else before we finish with what we started. How many things have we started, and because it may have been more difficult, we decide to move on to something else? Oh, okay. Little nugget there. So I might have to come all the way around here and slowly slowly pull this thing out. Now, I was silly for even touching it to begin with because I wasn't really strategizing. Oh, you see how that dipped a little bit? Y'all see how that did? Okay, but we're going to place this on top and try to level that thing out. Okay, stop there for a second. Nobody move, nobody gets hurt. Okay, but with our day, there are some things that is easy to do and some things that may be a little bit more difficult. And in those difficult times, what are we going to do? Are we going to say, okay, I need to approach this from a different angle and work with it? Or do we sit there and say, oh, no, that didn't move. Oop, that didn't move. Oh, wait a minute, that one moved. Okay, I'll take this one. Just think back. We're at the end of February. How many of you have continued with the resolutions or the things that you said, hey, I'm going to do this in this new year. I am going to do X, Y, Z now, and I'm going to keep on going. How many of you are actually still doing those things? And if you gave up, why haven't you restarted? Are you going to wait till next January 1st? Are you going to wait that long because you failed, so now you can't do it at all? Or are you going to say, you know what? I stopped for a day, for 2 days, for 2 weeks, for a month. But that does not mean that we can't say, you know what? I'm going to try this again. And maybe it'll be a little bit easier the next time. Maybe I'm going to watch how God is working in my life and see where He's opening doors for me to be able to complete the work that He started. If we're paying attention, just like with this game, when you're paying attention to the people who are playing and they touch a block and you see something else move, in your mind you say, okay, and I am giving you all free strategy on how to win this, okay? So you see somebody, touch a block and it's like, oh, that didn't move that well. And they have to move that block, obviously. But you notice that the block next to theirs, it wiggled. So guess what you're going to do? I'm going to go for that block. I'm going to move that one because I know that one's going to be easy. And it's okay to do that. It's okay that once somebody has blazed the trail for you, to walk behind them in that path because they are teaching you. You've learned. Sometimes there are people who will walk before you and show you exactly what to do and how to do it and when to do it. You have a choice as to whether or not you're going to pay attention to what they're doing because they are walking solidly in faith with God, or you can do it your own way. And if you are doing it your own way, if you are walking in your purpose for God and somebody else is following behind you, that you are blazing that trail for them. And that's fantastic as well. We are all following someone or something. We have a choice as to who or what that is. I hope you all enjoyed this series as much as I did making it. I'm going to try to see if I can win by myself. It's kind of like solitary, right? There are certain games that if you play a little bit more and more, that you get good at it. I don't know. But thank you all so much for watching. In the meantime, please drop in the comments. Let us know what you are doing. Let us know if there are things that you started at the beginning of this year that you need to restart. If you have started off on January 1st and you are continuing with the things and the promises and the vows that you made, let us know what those are. Let's encourage one another, because trust me, when I read the comments and on other videos and they are so uplifting. It's encouraging and it's motivating. So please do not be discouraged to just drop in the comments, be it here or on social media. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Pinterest doesn't really allow you to really have a conversation, but Facebook and Instagram, please get in the comments. Let us know what you are doing. And podcast again on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. I pray you all have a fantastic weekend. And I will see you all for Mindset Monday.